Hello everyone, I just want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, October the 13th. At least that's what the cell phone says. I'm not sure if it's correct, but we'll go with it. This is going to be just a part 2 to the emotional check-in that I did earlier this morning. Well, by the way, of course, I'm in a public place. I'm at the bus stop again, waiting on the bus. And there's a lot of traffic passing by, so you might hear some of the noise in the background, but hopefully you can still hear me clearly as I record this video. So anyway, after I finished recording this morning's video, I recorded in the wee hours of the morning and posted it. There's a verse of scripture that came up in my heart as soon as I finished. And it was John 6:12. And this is the verse or chapter where Jesus just finished performing a miracle of feeding 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. So that verse came up in my heart. Again, it's John 6:12. And it states that Jesus told his disciples to gather up the fragments that remain, that none would be wasted. So, again, Jesus told his disciples to gather up the fragments or leftovers that remained so that none would be wasted. So as that verse was coming up in my heart, I realized okay, I'm just gonna try and get real honest. Like the depth of pain in my heart. Does that make any sense? Like, with everything, I think in the first video, I was just kind of naming a lot of things that was going on with how God was dealing with me, but I wasn't really being like true to what I've been feeling. And since it's an emotional check-in, I need to be true about what I'm feeling. Not that what I stated wasn't true, it's just when that verse came up, it hit me in a different way. And so, it made me think about the depth of pain and trauma that I have experienced over the past 7 years of dealing with this situation and how it has affected every area of my life. I mean, every area of my life has been touched by this demonic attack. So in that verse, when Jesus tells his disciples to gather up the fragments that remain, that nothing would be lost, a lot of people preach that from a financial perspective, but I see it differently. I see it as Jesus saying, there are certain things that happen in our lives that leaves us broken and fragmented. And what I felt like the Lord was saying to me was, in spite of all the pain and all the trauma that you have been put through for the past 7 years, none of it will be in vain. I'm gonna gather up the fragments of what this situation has done to you, the brokenness. I'm gonna gather up the fragments. I'm gonna put you back together. And none of this would have been in vain. So anyway, I felt like that's what the Lord was speaking to me this morning. Like, in spite of everything that has happened to you, in spite of how all the betrayal, all the lies, all the deceit, all the brokenness and heartache that it has caused you, I'm going to gather up all the broken pieces, all the fragmented pieces. You're not going to go through life broken. I'm going to heal you. And everything that you have gone through and everything that you have been put through will not be in vain. And there's so much more that I could say. Like, I'm just thinking about like the type of person I am. Like, I'm really a person who internalizes things. I'm really a lot stronger than I thought I was. I'm the type of person that I really don't let too much get me down, honestly. I'm a thinker, I'm an analyzer, and I'm a suppressor. And so, because I know that about myself, I tend to suppress my emotions a lot. I don't really allow myself to feel the depth of the pain as I should. And that's probably, and people who are like me, it takes us longer to heal than those who are like just in the moment with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes me and people like me longer to heal because we don't allow ourselves to really feel the depth of that pain. You know, we suppress it, we push it down, which I think is kind of why I have issues with my weight, because I'm suppressing something. But that's how I am. So it may look like nothing bothers me because that's what I choose to make it look like. But deep down, like, it hurts like hell. But I can't show that. I can only really show that with God. I mean, it's to the point that, like, I've said this, like, I don't even have the tears to cry. It's like I can't even cry about stuff that I should be crying about because I'm so busy just trying to survive. And so I haven't allowed myself to really feel the depth of everything that I have been put through. And it only comes out, honestly, when I'm in the presence of the Lord. When I'm praying, it starts. I can feel the tears starting to come, the brokenness. But to look at me, you would think nothing phases her. Yeah, it does. I just choose not to show it. I have a tendency to suppress it. So it takes me longer to heal. But, you know, and that goes for other people who are like me. There's just so much I could say. But I think that pretty much says it all. Like, so I wanted to, when that word came to me, I thought about other people. I was like, what, if it applies to me, then it may help you as well. So I just want to say, you know, that no matter what you have gone through in life, no matter how life has crushed you, how life has broken you, how people have betrayed you, how people have lied on you, all just because they could. Like, it's not even true. And they just decided to do it, to be the devil's spawn. So the same word that God spoke to my heart, I'm speaking it to yours. That no matter how life has let you down and disappointed you, and how people have betrayed you and crushed you and broken your heart and just literally just left you for dead, Jesus said, I'm going to gather up the fragments of your broken life. I'm going to heal you. And nothing that you have gone through for my sake will be in vain. I just feel like the Lord is speaking that today. He's speaking it to me. He's speaking it to you. So don't give up. Don't quit. I know it hurts. I know how it feels. You have no idea. I've had to walk away from everything and everybody. And I'm still dealing with this craziness. These people just won't stop. And they're lying. They are lying. But they just won't stop. So I know how it feels to feel like you have no one and that it's you against the world. But it's not, because God is fighting. I know He's fighting for me because He knows I'm telling the truth. And He will fight for you also because He knows you're telling the truth. So I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to release that to your heart. And I just pray that pray for your strength in the Lord. That if you're going through really difficult situations and circumstances, that you would just find the strength of God to stand and continue to fight against the forces of darkness or whatever may be coming against you. I thank you so much for listening, and God bless you.